In this video, guys, we're going to look at how to find a Forex strategy that works. Stay tuned. Hey traders, a warm welcome to you. All right, so how do you find a Forex strategy that works? Listen, there's no simple answer. I wish I could say to you, go here, get this, and you'll have a Forex strategy that works. It doesn't work like that, but stick with me for 5 minutes and I'll give you some good tips on how you can potentially find, or at least give yourself the best possible opportunity to get a Forex strategy that works. So my advice is this: start out with a path of investigation. If you start out by saying, I just want something that works, you are going to be looking everywhere. And everywhere I mean, you're going to be looking at every single kind of market, every single currency pair, every single time for strategy, every single time frame, every single methodology, and you won't be able to see the wood from the trees. You'll be just caught in noise, and noise, as we know, is a trader's worst enemy. By the way, guys, it's a great time. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button for more videos from me and others on this channel. Much appreciated. So the best thing to do is to narrow it down. So what do? You narrow it down by pair, you narrow it down by style, and you narrow it down by time frame. So pair is obvious one. If you're looking to trade the euro US dollar, you can trade the US dollar JPY, then focus on that. Yes, some strategies are applicable across a lot, but if you narrow your focus, your chances of finding something that works for you are infinitely larger than if you're just looking for a profitable currency trading strategy. Okay, so get your pair, decide which pair you're looking for. You can go for multiple, but just do one at first. Say, you know what, it's GBP USD. Okay, I'm going to find a trading strategy that works well on GBP USD. Next, let's skip one now. Let's go to time frame now. We'll go into style in a second because this, I think, is probably the most important way of drilling it down. Time frame. So what time frame do you want to trade on? Do you want to trade as an investor? Do you want to trade as a swing trader, day trader, scalper? What's the deal? What do you want to trade? That then will narrow you further down, because a swing trading strategy is going to be different to a scalping, to a day trading strategy. Yes, some of them are interchangeable. I accept that. But if you narrow it down, you'll feel much better. So we're getting this funnel like this, and we're trying to get this sweet spot here. Now, we know the pair, we know the time frame, the style. This, you may well have to just pick one if you're brand new to trading, but you're going to have trend trading strategies. You're going to have mean reversion trading strategies. You're going to have news driven strategies. You're going to have patterns, this, that, the other. You need to just pick one that you think is right for you. You can always redo this process as many times as you need to, but if you do the process with the final thing that you're looking for, it's much easier to do it again and iterate than it is to look for everything. So let's say you're looking for a trend trading strategy. So now, okay, we're GBP USD, we're swing trading, and we're trend trading. So now we can start to look, and then here comes your research. So you can start to do some research. There's some strategies on this channel, and the point of the strategies here are to give you the foundation to think of your own. So for example, a trend trading strategy, we know that in a trend, a moving average crossover type thing is a good foundation. Moving average crossover on by its own probably won't make you money, but we know it's a good foundation. So we start to do this research. If we're doing mean reversion, we know that fading a multi-day high at a previous resistance is thing. You can start off with a base. So we're starting off with a base. The base says, hey, trend trading with a moving average is a great thing. So we have that. So now we start to add our first idea, which is I need to trade in the direction of the moving average, or if price is above a moving average. So then I go down that and I fix that. Which moving average? Okay, I'm going to start out with a 20 period. Right, 20 period. Now I need, so that's that set. That's my kind of initial filter. I'm going to trade long, and I'm going to trade when the price is above the 20 period moving average. Do I want other criteria? Don't go crazy here. Okay, I want to make sure that we are also above the 100 period to make sure we're not in a longer downtrend. Good, tick, tick. Right, now how do I want to get into the trade? Now you go and investigate entries. So now you might look at your textbooks and say, okay, what's the candlestick patterns? What's the short-term chart patterns? What do I need to look at? So you've got your initial filter. This, by the way, guys, you're already heaps ahead of everyone else here just by doing this. So you've got your initial filter. Now you go off and you say, okay, what do I need to get into the trend? Well, I recognise everyone's telling me I don't need to chase the trend. So right, I need to be careful of that. I need to be buying pullbacks. So how can I buy pullbacks the best? And then you go and look at that and you say, well, okay, maybe I need another moving average for that. Maybe I need to work out how support works. Maybe I need to look at short-term chart patterns within that pullback. So you're kind of building stuff that you know works and is known to work into your specific strategy. So you build the filters, you put the triggers on, and then you trade it and you see how you get on. You keep it super, super simple and you see how you get on. Then you add layers if you need to as you go on. Listen, I've simplified this. So you may be saying, well, that sounds too simple. But honestly, the point of this is once you define your focus and you go down, but most people are looking everywhere. They're kind of taking this idea, this, that, the other, running all around the place with no focus. Define your focus. You can always reset it and redefine the focus. But if you define the focus, the currency pair, the time frame, the style, then you can see how once you've got that, we've just got to this, you and I, just by thinking of it now. And we know that there's more to add to it, but automatically we've now got a strategy that's probably got a reasonable positive expectancy over a long enough period. So anyway, guys, that's how to find a Forex trading strategy that works. Define your focus, go down the rabbit hole, add those filters, and keep adding things that you know are good ways to trade, and you'll come up with something that at least you can test as a starting point. Then reiterate, redefine, move on. Down the line, you'll have something that's working nicely. All right, guys, take care. Whatever you're doing, keep your risk managed. Bye-bye.